Okay, when you think about keeping your home in Fort Worth safe, what's the first thing that pops into your head? The alarm system? A sturdy roof? Well, what if I told you one of the biggest risks might be hiding in plain sight, right there in your living room? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden dangers of your chimney.
All right, picture this. You're enjoying a nice, cozy fire. What do you think is the most dangerous part of that whole scene? The open flames, maybe? A stray spark hitting the rug? The real answer is probably going to surprise you. It's almost always the part of your fireplace you can't even see.
And that unseen danger? It's what we call the forgotten flue. We spend so much time and effort on curb appeal, right? But behind that charming brick exterior is a really critical system that absolutely needs our attention. It's the classic case of out of sight, out of mind.
And this right here, this is the reality for so many people. We tend to wait until there's a really obvious problem like a weird smell or smoke backing up into the room or, visible damage. But by then, the real dangers have likely been building up for months or even years. When it comes to your chimney, getting ahead of the problem is everything.
So, let's get into it. What are these unseen threats we're talking about? What's actually building up inside your chimney while you're not looking? Well, the main culprit has a name: creosote.
So, first things first, creosote is not just harmless soot. It's this sticky, kind of tar-like gunk that forms when you burn wood, and it just clings to the inside walls of your chimney. And here's the most important part to remember. It is highly, highly flammable.
This is the key takeaway, right here. You have to stop thinking of it as just being dirty. You need to think of it as solid fuel that's literally lining the inside of your home. All it takes is one little stray ember to fly up there and ignite that buildup, and suddenly your chimney turns into a raging fire.
But it's not just about fire. Your flue can get clogged up with leaves, debris, even birds' nests. That messes up the airflow and makes your fireplace way less efficient. Even more dangerous, though, is that blockages can cause carbon monoxide, that colorless, odorless, deadly gas, to leak back into your home. And get this, that's a risk even with gas fireplaces. A lot of people don't realize that. On top of all that, moisture can get in and cause the whole structure to slowly rot from the inside out.
Okay, so that was a lot of scary stuff. But here's the good news. Your chimney will often give you some warning signs before a real disaster happens. You just have to know what you're looking for. So let's run through the clues that your chimney is crying out for help.
So I want you to do a little mental checkup of your own home right now. Do you see any cracked bricks or mortar that's kind of crumbling away? That can mean the whole structure is getting weak. How about those white chalky stains on the outside brick? That's called efflorescence, and it's a dead giveaway you've got a moisture problem. Inside, check for rust in the firebox or on the damper. Look for water stains on the walls near the fireplace. And of course, if your chimney stack itself looks like it's leaning, that is a serious, serious problem. Even an unpleasant, sooty smell when there's no fire is a huge red flag that your ventilation is all wrong.
So if you're nodding along thinking, yep, I've seen that, or even if you haven't, the answer is definitely not to just ignore it and hope for the best. The real definitive solution for all of these hidden dangers is to bring in a professional. It's really all about protecting your family and getting genuine peace of mind.
And look, this isn't just a friendly suggestion, it's a national standard. The National Fire Protection Association, the experts, they recommend an inspection every single year. And here's the part that catches a lot of people off guard. This applies even if you hardly ever use your fireplace. Pests, moisture, and decay can happen whether you're lighting a fire every night or just once a year.
So what are you actually getting when you call in a pro? What does that even look like? Well, it's a really thorough process. First, they do a deep inspection, a lot of times with special cameras to see everything that's hidden inside the flue. Then comes a comprehensive cleaning to get rid of all that dangerous creosote and any blockages. After that, a full safety assessment. They're checking for leaks, structural problems, everything. And finally, you get clear, expert advice on any repairs that might be needed.
Now, here's the thing. Not all chimney services are created equal, not by a long shot. Finding a trustworthy, certified pro who really understands the local building codes here in Fort Worth, well, that's absolutely key to getting the job done right. This chart breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you have the trustworthy pro. They're certified, they're insured, so you're protected. They know the local codes, and they're upfront about what they're doing and why. Their goal is a lasting solution. But then on the other side, you have the budget service. They might rush the job, skip some really critical inspection steps, and just give you a temporary fix that leaves you and your home vulnerable. So you can see, this is one of those areas where quality and safety are just so worth it. If there's one single thing I want you to take away from all this, it's this. Your fireplace isn't just a cozy, charming feature in your home. It is an active, functioning part of your home safety system, and it really needs to be treated with that level of respect.
So, as we wrap things up, I'll just leave you with this one last thought. When you weigh all those potential risks we talked about, the ones hiding inside your chimney, against the really simple solution of a yearly professional checkup, isn't your peace of mind worth it?